Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. Actually, I'm going to use this deck first. Okay, right. Let's just get to the reading. No, do not let any of my readings, okay, be forced upon you. Let it resonate, all right? We're looking to exercise our intuition. You must never ever rely on my tarots, okay? Rely on your own inner voice, okay? So the first thing we're looking for is a clear vision. All right. Maybe looking at your shadow side. Okay. Maybe you've fallen for maybe materialism, greed, lust. So we're trying to get away from the shadow side of people, things, and places when it comes to negative behavior patterns, or maybe when it comes to dangerous affairs. Okay. Or when it comes to basic instincts. All right. Maybe you're looking at a relationship, or you're looking at your home, or you're looking at your career, your money. We're going to learn to use that intuition because you have to have a relationship with yourself first, okay? So you don't have difficult relationships outside of yourself, right? Like controlling partners or lust over love situations or affairs or codependent partners, okay? So we're looking at the energy of the hermit. You could be a Virgo person. You could be looking at shining something. Something's come to light. Maybe you're listening to your own inner voice because it seems like someone is working to look at their communication when it comes to seeking the truth. Maybe someone wants to be more independent, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe being alone. Some of you, you're working on being alone. Maybe you feel ghosted or someone feels ghosted by you, or some of you is meditating. But it seems like you're hearing, somebody wants to hear your voice. Maybe someone feels alone. Yeah, maybe someone's not answering your calls. Maybe someone's searching for an answer. Or maybe you need some alone time. Or maybe you're talking to a Virgo person. Someone could be talking to a Virgo person. Maybe someone's telling the Virgo person to ignore their voice. Maybe someone's working with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn person. Maybe someone's collaborating. Things seem to be coming together, but don't ignore your voice. Because when it comes to the Three of Pentacles, it's about the quality and skills. It's like number one can't do number two and two can't do number three. You could be looking at maybe a spiritual group or a place of worship. Maybe you've got someone on a pedestal when it comes to a teamwork, but don't ignore the talents around you, okay? All right, because it looks like somebody's ignoring someone's call. Maybe they're turning their back to a team of people. Maybe someone wants to continue to collaborate with other people, so want to push forward to a goal. But maybe someone look at implications of building a team because something seems to be fishy. Someone's going to shed light because they want to turn their back on a group when it comes to skills, security. Maybe someone doesn't feel secure. And now maybe someone's searching for a new job because now they're looking at long-term rewards. Somebody wants to turn their back on the group or they're working on turning their back on the group because now you're looking at self-doubt. There seems to be a group of people when it comes to the Pluto expansion for power. Someone's looking at self-doubt when it comes to maybe a Taurus or a Capricorn person or a team of people or collaboration. Something shed light and maybe someone's ghosting, turning their back on a Taurus or Capricorn person. They don't want to work with that person no more because it seems to be inner critics. Yeah, someone's got to go within because someone's conflicted. There seems to be a lack of awareness because into me I know, because into me I feel. If I don't work on myself, you don't know thyself. How do you know thyself? If you don't know thyself, how can you make collaborations and understand implications when it comes to cultural development, when it comes to tradition? Because remember, everyone comes from outside into a group with their own tradition, own culture. And I think someone feels punished being in a group or working on a collaboration. But it seems to be destruction Yeah, somebody's not ignoring someone's call. Somebody wants to turn their back on a group of people. Maybe a fire sign person. There's too much like lack of confidence, lack of self-awareness, self-loathing people. Maybe looking at punishments because someone's under judgment. Yeah, someone's under judgment right now. Because remember, every action has a reaction. Someone's got to face their challenges head on. Because the more you ignore your challenges, the more it gets bigger. And something you can't control, then you start doing things outside of yourself. You don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to go into the shadow of self. Because it's like the greatest of all time. Maybe this team wants to be the greatest of all time. Maybe they're stuck because you're looking at like upside down judgment. Maybe an earth sign person lacks an identity. Because now you're looking at maybe they're stuck in the Saturn, in the earth, when it comes to the element of the earth, because when it comes to material needs, it's about the earth, isn't it? It's about the planetary. And now the planet earth is the planetary of what? Saturn, Satan. So now maybe someone's stuck in the Roman era of God of time. Because people are wasting their time, it looks like. Because maybe someone is doing that hurry come up situation and they're bringing the team down and ignoring other talents because they're too busy looking after someone else when you have to carry someone else. And I look at code of conduct, some of you are looking at maybe destruction. So if you're looking at destruction, some of might want to look at if it's a teamwork you're looking at and you're doing like engineering, you have to go into the dark, you have to just look at certain things. I can see someone going in to like an electrical cupboard and probably looking at like electrical stuff. Maybe you want to look at the cheese matrix, maybe the cheese when it comes to maybe health and safety, because it seems like when you're in the energy of self-loathing, it's not the safety for the whole group, because it seems to be there's a lack of self-awareness in it. So if we're in a team, that means the lacking of health and safety is at risk. Because when you're in a business, obviously it's a business and doing cooperation, there's outside impacts and inside impacts. So it looks like someone's health and safety needs to be looked at. Maybe someone's in self-doubt about keeping this group secure. Maybe you got security and somebody was self-loathing. They made up a story why they got security. So now someone's looked into something and now someone wants to leave this group because someone's self-loathing. Someone's making up lies, porcupines. And now there's self-doubt about this group. Maybe someone's too critical. Because when it comes to, my ear is itching. Yeah, maybe someone is, Chinese whispers when you come to like, my ear's itching. What did I come with? I just came with something, my ear's itching. Someone's talking too much. Someone doesn't want to listen to someone. Maybe because they nag too much, overcritical, and always nagging. Because when you got naggers, that means someone needs to stand firm in their faith when they come out of their meditation to secure their team. Because it looks like someone is emotionally draining, energy draining when it comes to practicality. Energy draining because someone needs to protect their heart, their home, their peace, and their calling. All right. Somebody's trying to ignore someone's calling because someone had to see the darkness for what it is, for what it truly is, and they got to stand firm in the light of truth. All right. Remember, the truth sets you free. And the truth is the light. And the light is love because God is the highest source, isn't it? Love is the highest source. Love conquers. So that's what love gives you, freedom. So maybe someone's looking for freedom away from a group because it gives them, because remember, energy, innit? Energy attracts energy. And when someone comes in with self-doubt and they're so, you know what I mean? They bring down the whole team. And it's not working for the quality and the quantity for long-term rewards. So now maybe someone's re-looking at their goals and rebuilding something. All right? Because maybe it's time to re-look. Because someone obviously has a dream. We all have a dream, right? Don't be a slave to other people's dream. So maybe these people in this group felt they were a slave to someone else's dream because it was all about their plan, their project. Do you know what I mean? And every time you had a dream or you had a plan or you had an idea or you want to secure something, there was always twists, there was always delay, there was always collapse. So like, nah, you're self-loathing, man. You've got no self-awareness. That means you're not looking at other people. That means someone has no empathy. So if you've got no empathy, why are you in the group? Just be on your own, innit? You're self-loathing, be on your own. You're in self-doubt, be on your own. It's like someone wants to ruin someone else's, the whole group. It's like if I don't make it, none of you make it. And if you're making it further than me, I'm gonna just bring destruction, okay, through twists, turns, delays, collapse. And I'm gonna go around you. I'm gonna talk about your finances. So someone was lurking and looking at, you know, when you want to build that relationship, but it's more like on the force of, because I've got doubts about my own work, my own quantity, my own quality is not good to even be in a group. It's more quantity, not quality. Now someone's in a group fishing. What financial bracket are you at? What's your plans for this year? What's your plans for your children? What's your plan for your job? Do you know what I mean? You know, and then they start fishing because now we understand, okay, we've got something in common. You know, you're a baker, I'm a baker, so let's get together. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, so you start forming that familiarity, okay? And then conversation starts happening about family. So you got to be careful about people, you know. You got to be careful. Because remember, everyone has their own culture, own tradition, and somebody wants to turn their back from this group. Because why? Someone keeps asking about someone's intimate struggles just to even implement even more self-doubt in this group. So they will be self-loathing like them. So you got to be careful what you say to people as well. So, but you can continue your group. Maybe somebody wants to ignore someone, and maybe someone wants to continue collaboration, okay? And they feel like they got that push, they can push forward if they move on. This could be a fire sign person, or it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. So into me, I feel I'm in self-doubt because someone's being too critical. There's too many twists, too many delays, too many collapses. And if we're building a team, we're ignoring good team just to sacrifice for one person that's bringing down the whole team because they don't have the quality and skills. It's like, for instance, I'll give an example. It just came to my head. Some of us mothers that are very into our children, I'm going to keep it real, all right? We like to go and be in their world, all right? Sometimes, I was going to say something and it's gone now. It's gone now. It's gone. Why did you go? That was a good point. They said because you can't do the work for everyone. They've got to do the work for themselves. You've got to try and move on by using your intuition. Because someone's suffering a big heartbreak. Maybe a divorce, maybe a breakup, maybe like someone feels abandoned from his team. But if someone's self-loathing, that means they're not prepared to do the work. You know? They're not prepared to do the work. So if you're not prepared to do the work, you can't drag that person on any further because it's dragging you down. Do you know what I mean? It's like that, is it, should I say quantum? It's like physics, isn't it? That push and that pull. Do you know what I mean? You can't be better than me. So they bring in all these negative energy when it comes to practicality. So now someone's got to think to themselves, are you going to sit and look and ponder on this self-doubt when it comes to the upside down judgment? Are you going to keep your emotions in punishment and self-loathing because of someone else's actions? You got to think to yourself, collective. Do you know what I mean? Because You need to choose to see things for what it is. Accept it, grieve, give some self-forgiveness, because I can see you can cross a bridge, but you don't have to keep looking back, okay? Maybe someone's wondering if they go deeper into their feelings, what's in that castle on the unknown by using your intuition. You know, it's going to be justice for you. If someone's in a karmic debt, or maybe you're looking at maybe a lawsuit, you know, but don't ignore your own calling, okay? Because someone's trying to control through manipulation, and that's like spiritual confusion. You have to look at your own heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. That's your home. It's not just about the pursuit to happiness. It's the pursuit to peace. And the pursuit to peace is also avenue to your calling. Now, someone doesn't want to call anybody anymore. Because don't ignore your own calling. Because you're so busy putting your practicality into a team that is self-loathing and in their own inner critics. You have to obey God and God only. Maybe sometimes when you're sharing your dreams with people, you feel like they're not emotionally supporting you. So now maybe someone feels there's a breakup coming on. Or maybe there is going to be a conversation and someone doesn't want to have that conversation. It's over. I said what I said. Move the fuck on. Do you understand? You know? Someone needs to guard their heart. And someone feels abandoned, you know? Maybe someone played on someone's abandonment issues because they were talking about their struggles when it comes to family struggles. This is why you've got to be careful, because someone's using someone's insecurities. And now you can take that insecurities, all right? Look at your situation and see there's a silver line, collective, all right? Don't sit in and don't let someone govern your mind, because it looks like you're not turning around to a cut, like a different collaboration. So there's a 2 cut behind you, there's a bridge and there's a castle, but it looks like you're focused on like someone giving you fake promises, you know, promises are comfort to a fool, or you're upset because someone poisoned your drink and you gave them your trust, your feelings, you know. Maybe someone drained your energy, maybe someone broke your heart, you know. Try and forgive yourself, collective, all right? Okay, look at your situation and try. I know it's easier said than done, but try and find that silver lining, okay? But use your intuition and try and move on. Find that peace, okay? Don't create your own personal setbacks any further, all right? I know you're going through bereavement, some of you. Maybe some of you want to ignore someone's call when it comes to maybe a fire sign person or a Taurus or a Capricorn person, or maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe a Virgo person. Take it as it resonates, but you've got to work on your own intuition, you know? Don't let no one give you any self-doubt. That's why I don't want you to keep coming here to the tarot. You've got to trust your own intuition. So someone's going through maybe a bereavement, or someone's suffering a heartbreak. All right, maybe this is abandonment issues. Look at your shadow self for what it is, so you can do your personal expansion. Because fire, you can spread fire, right? But if it's not controlled, it's destruction. So we've got to be careful of the energy that we're around people. Maybe someone's understanding the energy. Maybe someone's looking at someone. There's a team of people that likes to create, but are you worshipping your creation, or are you worshiping the creator? All right, because it looks like someone's in self-love because someone is idolizing maybe someone's body while they came into that place in the first place. Maybe someone's idolizing their relationship, and that's when it becomes a little bit too toxic. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to see the shadow for what it is. You've got to guide your life. Your life is yours, you know. So now maybe someone's looking at the heart, the seat of the soul, when it comes to the flaws of the claws of the laws of Satan in this team trying to do collaboration. There's implications, you know. Every action has a reaction. There's implications. Okay, so maybe someone purposely digging you with self-doubt. you know. So now maybe you got beauty issues. Maybe you feel like, no. I know it's easier said than done. No. Someone's projecting. No. Eyes is in the beauty of the beholder. There's 8 billion people out there. You're beautiful, collective. Don't let them play on your insecurities, all right? So you can look at sorrows of tomorrows and don't move on. That's what people like, to play on people's feelings so you don't move on, so they can have that doorway to keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out, like some yo-yo. No. Tell them to jog on. They got emotional baggage. Maybe someone's got creative blocks why they need to leave the team. They have to see their shadow self for what it is. Someone's forcing to be in a team. Someone's forcing that love. Maybe someone's looking at extra. In my mind, I can say it so clearly. When it comes out to Hoover, it does not work all the time. Patient man runs donkey. We are on Earth School. This is a university. I'm here to graduate from my flaws. Etrocentric. Hypnosis. We're getting there. Maybe it's done through like witchcraft. All right. And people can be crafty, you know, with their wishes. Witchcraft. Wishes. Witchcraft. So we all have wishes. But be careful those type of wishes that you're going on with. You know what I mean? So never talk to the dead. And never talk to like your self-doubt. See it for what it is. See the true light that you are. Because you are that bright light. You don't need candles and all that to brighten up you. You are the light. So now maybe someone feels as if when it comes to a career, they experience a bad financial contract. Maybe someone feels really unsatisfied when it comes to maybe a domineering boss or a toxic work environment with a Taurus or Capricorn person or a Virgo person. Maybe you want to stay because you're financially trapped. You can't sacrifice your emotions because you got no money. No, because you're mashing up your future money. Remember, everything adds up, you know. It's calculations. So maybe you feel strapped right now, but it's going to be worse later on. Maybe someone just keeps having that, wait a minute, 1 minute, wait, it's coming. So there's always a setback, personal setback. It's a personal setback for your feelings. Maybe when it comes to work. Maybe someone's with a dominating boss or a toxic work environment, all right? And you're just staying because of love. Maybe you got entangled with a love situation because they played your insecurities, and that's how they got in, by talking about your family, by looking at your plans, looking at your journey. Do you know what I mean? No, you can jog on to have seen the dark for what it is. And I'm not going to answer your phone calls whether you like it or not. Jog on. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, lack of long-term vision. You know, they don't have no goals. You know, so maybe someone look at their own vision when it comes to maybe their own emotional loss, when it comes to maybe limited success. Because it seems to be someone wants rewards, but they want to put the effort in because they don't have the skills and the talent. So now maybe someone is maybe working, but without results. So it seems to be delays when it comes to 7 of Pentacles, upside down, pure disappointment. When it comes to generational wealth, someone went for a very bad lucrative deal. Imagine wasting your that's 7 and 3. That's a lucrative deal. You know, that's like generational wealth. Imagine wasting it on love spells or following people on flights everywhere because you're over there, I'm gonna follow you, and then you wonder why you're broke. Someone has no self-love, man. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, no self-fucking respect, man. Empty. Or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. And that's why they got blocked creativity. That's why they're not doing shooting stars. I just heard in my head shooting stars. The emotions are too fucking empty. They got no self-love to even water their intuition. If they had intuition, they used it for the bad things. And now they're losing their gift. Any like a piece of gift they did have. Because they opened it up in the wrong way, innit? Glutton. Too glutton, man. Yeah, Taurus, Capricorn person, greedy little bitch. Someone envious, boy, at work. Someone's so envious at work. That's not a very good energy. Let's not laugh, all right? Because maybe you feel enslaved when it comes to relationship. It's too demanding when it comes to money. Someone's going through someone's money like a Hoover, boy. But they're not prepared to keep the house clean. But they're prepared to go and pay for cleaners to clean the house. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't do all that outside of myself. Because I feel in your home, everything has a purpose, in it. So I don't really like cleaners. I don't really believe in that. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe when my life is a little bit busier. I don't know. I can't see myself that way. I've been busy and I can't do that. Because when you got a problem outside of yourself, how are you going to recognize your problems if you're not recognizing your own problems in your yard, or you don't even clean up your house? You've got other people doing it for you. And then you've got other people doing things for you at work. And you wonder why you're not skilled enough to be in a group to collaborate, to push things forward to a final goal. No. There's a lack of long-term vision. There's no planning. There's limited success. You can't look at someone's CV. I reckon someone looked at someone's physical and not the CV. They didn't look at the CV properly. And someone lied to get security as well. So they wasted money on security, and for what? When you're the troublemaker. The bully wants a security when they're the ones that's doing the bullying and going around to tell everybody, no, I'm being bullied, darling. No, you psychopath. Psychos, man. Self-loathing people. They want work. Do you know what I mean? But they're not getting their results now. They look at people too much. So now there's a delay in work and love because someone's got repressed feelings. You know? Someone's got to look at their own wisdom, their own truth. You've got to see the devil for what it is. So now there's a relationship difficulty. Someone's indicating, what was that? Earthside again, man. Let me behave yourself. Someone's a controlling partner, man. Manipulative, man. It's like lust over love, isn't it? Someone doesn't understand about love. It's lust. And that's why there's got no trust when it comes to a situation. Someone's having an affair at work. Or affairs at work. Because they're codependent, innit? So now someone's looked at someone's codependent pattern. And they're insecure. And they bouncing it into these people. So these people could have made many breakthroughs, this team. But it's someone that doesn't want that ego, boy. Ego. Oh, someone in this team is overly emotional, deceptive, easily influenced. So maybe they thought the lie. Oh, Earth sign has a lack of teamwork to justify their bad behavior. Someone saw the truth because someone said a Queen of Swords upside down is overly emotional and they're easily influenced in it. So they started playing on like bitchy, she's a bitch, she's cold-hearted, she's cruel, she's bitter, she's narrow. Because someone wanted someone's work for their long-term success. And now someone's looking at someone very intolerant. Now someone's fearing. Or you could be dealing with a Queen of Swords and a Tauro Capricorn person or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person in a group. It's codependence, isn't it? Too codependent. So when you're codependent, you start making up lies, Because when it comes to... I'm going to explain it anyway. When it comes to the couple, Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve, Adam and whoever you want to call the people in, alright? People call it today the GOAT, innit? The greatest of all time. But you're understanding, that's the devil. So maybe someone looked at someone's quantity because they were famous, the greatest of all time. But it's the demon, it's demonic. So now you have a love situation, upside down cup. Because Adam and Eve was banished from the paradise into the Garden of Eden. The end of time, the end of man. They found themselves enslaved and corrupted in a group of people them. And they became demonic. They became demonic. And they brought everyone else with them. So now maybe you're looking at maybe your wishes that to walk away from a group. Because it looks like they got the energy of the demon, the fruit of Eve, to remind you that the Garden of Eden is the forbidden fruit. Now, maybe Adam, because his tail was fucking burning, maybe Adam took the fork of the pork and started yamming the thing. And now he's in sorrows of tomorrow and can't move on. Why? Energy and emotionally trapped with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person because they ate the apple of Eve. Evil Eve. So now someone's looking at Adam's tail, innit? Oh yeah, you showed the tail, Adam, because you went to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, overcommitted to a disorganized person to try and re-prioritize them people them. So now you're in your own feelings now. Now you lack balance. Why? Self-loathing people, ignoring people's talents. I want to be. So now someone needs to be by themselves. Because someone took a gamble. Overwhelmed now. I. Well, if it's about I, you can clearly work on your own. Your commodity. So go on your own then. I hate self-loathing people. And when they're on their own, they can't do shit. So now you're looking at maybe the fork of the pork is now in sorrows of tomorrow. Because they're eating swine. Because they went to the hell, the sin-in-law, the hills from hell. So now you're looking at your intuition. You've got to move on and find peace for yourself. Because now you're looking at maybe a situation where Adam took the temptation, innit? Oh yeah, he was given into temptation. So now Adam falls. Why? Because when it comes to the devil, he is the enemy of man. Always remember that. So there's no point going in your shadow self, people. He is the enemy of man. That means he's destroying you and man and things around you. Destruction. You've got to see the dark for what it is. So now maybe someone's more hopeful, ignoring the devil's call. Because now you're understanding that the devil's making your decisions through manipulation. So now maybe someone feels that up and down chain with this person. Why? Because the person is playing with emotional manipulation. So maybe you feel enslaved by maybe a relationship or a group of people that's demanding too much. Why? Because they're going for their own financial problems. So now you're looking at greed, temptation, materialism. You're looking at maybe trying to change the situation. But when you're trying to change the situation, psychopath will go. Do you understand? Because psycho needs money. Psycho needs sex. Psycho needs unalivement. Psycho needs energy. Psycho needs energy. When I tell you, energy magic, do all them ting there. Now someone regrets giving an offer to a Taurus or Capricorn person. Now you got Virgo person doing the most, taking the baggage. What are you, a security guard now? Fool. Relax yourself, man. Someone thought they were almost there. Yes, come on, take this burden. So they took on extra responsibilities from their relationship. You know, a Virgo and an Aries Sagittarius person took on the responsibility of a Taurus or Capricorn person, and now you both feel stupid. Blood, sweat, and tears for what? For what? For what? Oh, sorry, we're nearly paying off. Paying off what? Now you're in self-doubt. Now you're in self-doubt. Because now someone's experienced a bad financial contract. When it comes to careers, maybe someone paid for someone's security. This time, you need your own security from the demon, the Taurus or Capricorn person. Paying for security for what? For what? Who cares about that person? The person's a demon. That person will go in the office and punch themselves out and come back out again and say, oh, look what that person did to me, and get that person sacked. Because they see a better plan, a better idea. So they start taking. And I thought of something as well. You see these energy swappers, open mind, people, open mind, all right? Open mind. It's funny that Genevieve done fucking Basic Instinct, Sharon Stone, isn't it? Sharon Stone said she went through hell after that movie, boy. She saw a clip of a documentary. I meant to Google, what happened to Julia Roberts? Is she still alive? This is what these people do. They drain that people's energy, pretend that they're there. And why? Because Oprah says she's the next black fucking Julia Roberts. So she can't get the Julia Roberts look off of her. She tries hard, but she don't. She's embodied it and Basic Instinct. Oh, people have an open mind, man. These are demonic people, you know. So now someone took on extra burdens when it comes to Taurus or Capricorn person to make them look like they were some film star or something. Or maybe, I don't know what you're not doing over there. So now maybe look at your own career and it's unsatisfying. you're in a toxic relationship. Why? Because you took on other people's burden for them to look financially good. Now you're financially strapped for someone else because someone else was going to another person for another love situation. So now you're looking at a masculine looking after a woman, but it's a difficult relationship because that woman has many relationships. And now you actually went to work, done extra work, all right, put on extra responsibilities because the devil wants to look good in front of other men or another woman. Madness. 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 So now someone's in a financial contract or a career and it's very unsatisfying. Now they're financially strapped. Now someone's got the rap. They're PC45 or PC45 or PG45. There you go, upside down Queen of Blood Clot Pentacles. Let me tell you the demon. Let me tell you the devil's daughter. Let me tell you, imagine that. Man, I take on big responsibility. Here's a security, darling. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. This time it's the fucking girl doing the most. It's the fucking girl doing the most. That's madness, man. Queen of Pentacles upside down. Financial independence. That's what they fought. Now there's conflicts in this group. Self-centered, jealous, smothering person. Mistrust, devious, demonic. Genevieve Nadia. Demonic. Demonic. It's wrong, man. So you push out everyone else. All this group push out everyone else. They work hard to keep this person secure. This time, that was the bully in the house. That you got to see the demon for what it is. They always thought, yeah, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. We're nearly where? Until your money's finished. Nearly where? Now they're in self-doubt. Now maybe it's Queen of Pentacles in self-doubt. Why? Because his team's going to start ignoring her little by little. Little by little. Very devious, demonic, deceptive person. They like to bring self-doubt to the group. Why? Because they're projecting their own energy onto other people. Maybe they keep phoning. Keep going, fire sign. Keep going. So someone's under disguise and not seeing things for what it is. They took on a whole burden, maybe 10 years of a burden or 13 years of a burden of someone. Upside down Queen of Pentacles. So now you're looking at self-doubt. Lack of self-awareness. Know thyself. No, they don't know thyself. But they know you, though. To be you, though. Don't want to be everyone else but themselves. Miss Billy fucking bully. So now you're looking at Four of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn person. Greedy, envious, possessive person. Self-centered. Love to overspend. Brings delays, obstacles. Why? Stingy, mingy person. They project their foolishness to everyone else. And then when they pay for their witch spell, craft spell, because this is my situation now with Miss Queen of Pentacles, Genevieve Nadia. Imagine spending all that money on witch spells. And you're broke still. And you're stuck in Julia Roberts' look because Oprah said, because you paid for it, an illusion. So she's stuck in her own illusion. She's stuck in her own mask. Never ever do that thing. Never. Fake it till you make it. Now you made it. Who are you? She don't even fucking know. Energy fucking swapping. Now you've got delays, frustrated with your own energy. Now she's probably ringing off fucking Cancer's phone. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer feels so upset about my actions of people not looking at me because I am the best, darling. I don't do anything wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the genie, darling. I don't create delays and obstacles. I am commodity, dear. How dare you? Disrespect. Go and get my security. And then he goes in his pocket, fire sound like an idiot. Duh! And a Cancer person and a Virgo, but you lot are good, man. Overspending. Now they got delays, obstacles. Stingy people, man. They don't want people in the group. Why? Because this is about me. Give me their work, darling. And still a failure. Still a failure. So maybe someone's ignoring someone's call. Maybe Queen of Pentacles is running down people's phone now. Maybe an Aerial Sagittarius, but maybe he's hiding to her at work. I said, I don't want to hear you call me, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away. Go and punish yourself with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. You said you're commodity. You know what I mean? You like to ignore everybody else. Now you're being ignored. You're being a baby. Put your bib on, man, and go and make your bottle, bro. Make Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person make your baby bottle. Because you obviously need breastfeeding. Yeah, codependent people, man. So now you look at someone's relationship in a difficult relationship. Alright, when it comes to maybe a Taurus, Capricorn person and a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe looking at their relationship, it's a very difficult relationship. Because he's dealing with a controlling partner. Very lusty, busty person that loves to do affairs. A very codependent pattern. So now maybe someone wants to hide away from his Queen of Pentacles. There's too much codependent patterns. Maybe someone wants to separate, maybe. Or the devil's in the house looking for financial dependency. You know, so there's an ongoing argument about money and property issues. You know, because it's all about public appearance, keeping up with the Joneses. And now the Joneses is the noses. And now everyone's looking at the nosy when it comes to inner turmoil. When it comes to Gemini, Libra, Cruise person, inner turmoil, deep-seated fears. Why? Secrets about a Gemini, Libra, Cruise person. Can't take at night time now. She better be scared of me, boy. Someone's scared of a Gemini, Libra, Cruise person. Yeah. Yep. No one ain't worried about you, baby. They tried to take away people's hope. They didn't want people to reach out to Gemini, Libra, Cruise person. And now tables are going to be turning. Let's see how they feel, these karmics. They got no behavior. They like to create sorrows on other people. They like to push people into fake love, tell them to move on. No. Air sign found peace. So now you're looking at maybe an Air Sagittarius person now. Emotional loss. Why? He went to a block creative person. We're fighting for to do projects. No, it wasn't. They were fighting bangers and mash. Toad in a hole. Or maybe spaghetti hoops. Or maybe Haribo rings. You know the Haribo rings. Would you be my promise ring? Yeah, maybe someone gave someone a ring. Maybe the ring wasn't good enough. So now you're looking at long term. That's what I understand when people pay like £3,000 for a wedding dress or 300,000. What? And you got to pay for food. You're good, boy. Someone trying to reach out to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, but he's trying to ignore her as well, I guess. But he's not going to ignore her. No, he's not. Because you know the body always goes for the most weakest link, and it's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Could be a man, could be a woman. But he's putting on that extra burden, though. So now you're looking at fears. There's affairs, deep-rooted issues, secrets. Too many secrets. Yeah, in an unorthodox practice. Someone feels trapped because maybe someone's in the darkness. Because now you're looking at a situation where maybe someone feels hopeless. Now they're worrying because they got to see the devil at the night now. And they always did. But when you're around people things in place all the time and you're drinking all the time, when you're sleeping in it, you always got someone to sleep next to you. So it's kind of easier. This person can't sleep alone because they've got to the devil. So now you're looking at personal beliefs when it comes to Queen of Pentacles upside down. Or maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Whatever she did, she fucked up. That's all I can say, man. This unorthodox foolishness, upside down, Taurus person with emotional loss, block creativity is still not an excuse to play with witchcraft. She's been doing it for most of her career. And it's wrong. They're saying you're negative patterns, you're a hypocrite, and people can't take the pattern no more. They went into someone with blind faith. Blinded, man. Blind faith. And the reason why there's unorthodox foolishness going around, because we're in a holy war since 1330 BC. Then you had the Crusaders. And then you got the Higher Priestess. There was a backstory. It came to me yesterday. In a weird way. One of the first popes. Her name was Verena. She was a Queen of Swords. She was one of the first popes. And they banished her because there was a myth, something about they mixed her up with Saint Joan. Saint Joan was a myth. But in Conti cards, they always displayed the higher priestess as the one that predicted in 1300 that God is coming or Christ is coming. Because I don't believe Christ is God. I believe it's two different people. That's just my opinion. Jesus is just a messenger. But she also said that a Pope woman is going to rule the world. And because she saw God, they treated her like how they treated Jesus. I think the word is called hear it, or something like that. That means when you believe in something that everybody else doesn't, so that everyone goes against you, innit? So then now, when it came to the 17th century, I think, don't quote me, do your own research, Saint Joan comes along. It's funny, my aunt's name is Joan. And her last name is an S. So Saint Joan, the myth of Saint Joan comes, because they don't sure if it was real or not. Now this is where the story gets mixed up. She came from the Roman times, romantic, Roman times, all right? St. John's, she married, all right, a lover called Benedict. Stay with me now, all right? Now, St. John, she pretended to be a man because she wanted to do the church work. So that when she pretended to be a man, when it came to the parade, the ceremony to sworn her in, I'm just going by this. I thought of it and I looked it out and I saw a little paragraph. So please, I haven't done no deep research. It's just last night, so please don't quote me. Apparently, she became in labor and she had a son. He survived. She passed. Why? Because of the demise from other women, and also they feel she got stoned and punished in different many ways. And then the son went on to be a bishop. Now this is why we got Benedict the First, Benedict John. Oh yeah, sorry about that's it. Her name wasn't Saint Joan. She changed it to John. Listen, people, man, you got it's about decoding the mysteries of life. I can't do that, you know. I need a partner. Go and pay for my house. Go and pay for my. The mysteries of life is too amazing for me to be in normal relationships. And that's not me. I'm an air sign. I need stimulation. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with y'all. That was quite interesting. So this is why you've got these pastors. They're not in the right head form when it comes to their headdress. They're in the papal crown. The papal crown is more for like bishop. Because back then you couldn't be a woman bishop. So they used to kill all the philosophers. They used to call you call it witches, whatever. And they only kept it for real people and CEOs. So they can play with television. Do you understand? To reprogram your mind. To dictate how they feel things should happen. Take it as it resonates. So now you look at your own personal transformation. Someone's resistant to change. Oh, Queen of Pentacles is resistant to change. That's her problem, man. God's coming. So Taurus, your unconventional, unorthodox foolishness is not working. You're too much of a hypocrite and you put people into blind faith. So this you could be dealing with a businesswoman. You could be dealing with a Delilah, a Jezebel, a Leave, or just Genevieve Nadia. You know? There's a lack of long-term vision. Let's mold Hollywood and Hollywood, but you're Hollywood. You're not making no sense, man. You're not making no sense because people go around gurgitating what people like. What's your plan? What's your this? And they twist and turn it and see if they can fit in. But they're not that quality. Now someone's got a 10 of cups. They had a lack of long-term vision with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. When it comes to maybe their personal transitioning. They tried to do personal transitioning. When it comes to the mental, they wanted a Aquarius person who's going to mental institution because she wants to do personal transformations with maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. People are not in the right frame of mind. Someone's being very dramatic with their thoughts. Maybe it's time to move on. Alright, it's time to move on. Because someone's been a little conning, or little, or maybe big. But it's never worth, really. Or you got to think to yourself, is it worth confronting that person or the problem? Or are you looking at a very academic negative ending? Because you're dealing with a sociopath, a psychopath that appears to be self-loathing and projecting. Are you trying to look at a best way to maybe stay in this temptation or stay away from this temptation? But it looks like someone's looking at their relationship in this group and it just shows pure lust. It's just nothing but lust, negative ways when it comes to a partner gaining much and another gaining little. Why? No emotion. Maybe someone's looking at maybe an extension when it comes to maybe a team, but maybe there's a setback when it comes to maybe Queen of Pentacles, when it comes to maybe her offerings of sex, food, substances, abuse, and maybe the overall negative thinking pattern. Because now you're seeing that it's affecting maybe your home, okay? Maybe your understanding. When you're around work, when it comes to stress, you go home, and then maybe you act a little bit domineering to other people. Do you know what I mean? So are you dealing with someone else's energy, or are you dealing with your own energy? All right. So maybe someone's looking at maybe a horrible landlord, a difficult landlord they have to work with. All right. Or maybe you got a security guard because you would be tended to be followed or whatever, but that person was lying. They're the stalker. They're the psychopath. So now you look at maybe a psychic vampire when it comes to Queen of Pentacles. You know, normally psychic vampires mean just a negative person that likes to drain your energy because they're looking for practicality because they can't be practical by themselves. So now maybe you're looking at a feeling that there's a pattern when someone's just a little bit controlling, you know, and they're invading your space. It's getting a bit too toxic now, smothering. So maybe you're looking at your situation, you know, when it comes to maybe the beauty and rebirth, and you've got to stand your ground, you know, you've got to see the dark for what it is. There seems to be a situation that someone needs to release the grip of the devil. Yeah, no passion. Virgo again. Virgo again. There's no passion at work. There's no motivation. Because someone went into a situation with a con. So now you got to confront the problem for what it is. Maybe someone's in a very destructive situation and someone feels controlled by someone's bad influence when it comes to maybe a Queen of Pentacles upside down. Maybe someone feels controlled, a Virgo person, under the bad influence of Queen of Pentacles upside down when it comes to greed, temptation, and materialism, a materialistic core pipe. So now you're looking at a con artist, all right, or a con actress when it comes to maybe if there was such a serious person. Maybe they thought things would pay off, but no, it's a lie. Someone's lazy. Someone lacks focus. Someone lacks quality. They went for quantity and not quality. You know, now they seem to be lazy in the air when it comes to the truth. When it comes to truth, when it comes to passion, when it comes to love, when it comes to anything that deals with coming together as a group. Someone can't be a part of a group, man. So now someone is ignoring talents when it comes to other people around them. Like yesterday, for the first time, I saw two pedal bikes have head-on collision. And it was a Englishman and a foreign man. And they were both on the same lane. And they literally, I've never seen something so head-on, right? But these women, English women, started shouting at the foreign guy, "Look what you did, blah, blah, blah." But I saw everything. I told them to just shut up. Don't be like that. Mind your business, not telling the truth. I said, you, all right, take responsibility. I saw you in your phone like this, riding your bike with what? Your bottle, your alcohol glass bottle while your hand is bleeding right now. Because it all shattered on the floor. Because he started shouting at the man because he had team back in his madness. He felt that power now, innit? Do you understand? Yeah, all you lot do is come around here and do things to me. That's all you do is make trouble. So now two other men come involved. So that's me as a black woman. Then you had another English man. And then you had, no, he was mixed. And you had like a, I don't want to disrespect people ethnic, you know. But you had another ethnic person. So now they came around and I was explaining. Now he can hear me talking to them that who was right, who was wrong. All right. So then the guy comes over and said, why don't you both just apologize? I said, innit? And then everyone said, yeah, why don't you just apologize and move on? And I was like, you're both within the wrong. All right. This one's taking responsibility by saying, yeah, all right, I'm sorry. The one that had no things in his hand. All right. But the one that had everything in his hand and he was distracted because he had a phone in his hand, he had a drink in his hand, he was proper intoxicated. He still started cussing him. I said, you need to just leave this man alone. Just go and say sorry, move forward. Take responsibility. So in the end, the three of us will all congratulate each other. And we all said, you know, it takes diversity, man. Diversity is power, my friend. The truth sets you free. It's the truth. Then there you go. They're saying that it's Miss Queen of Pentacles smothering. Too fucking needy. Her and her dumbass mother or daughter lying too much. Lying too much. I wanna. Oh, my baby's birthday today. So anyway, sorry about the distraction. So now someone's saying there's no passion. There's no passion, no motivation in this group because it's too much needy. It's too much needy factors. Someone's emotions are very fragile right now. You could be dealing with a Pisces person and a Queen of Pentacles or two different women in once. It's all about that addiction. With spirituality, you can't be addicted to someone. This is probably why sometimes when it comes to maybe generally a cruise person, sometimes we kind of seem a little bit cold-hearted because we are that walking example about humanity. How do you relate to people if we're smothering, if we're too fragile? You know, how can you bring humanity? How can you bring peace to yourself to be practical? And they're not bringing peace. It's too much taking the piss. So now maybe someone's looking at their relationship. In this relationship, it's too controlling, too much needy, too much lust. You know, it's lust over love. You know, it's too much affairs, codependent pattern. So because of this codependent pattern, someone's heartbroken. It's heartbreaking. Maybe for a fire sign person or a Libra person. Because now you're looking at the situation, all right, where maybe someone's being very critical now because they're heartbroken. They sacrificed, you know, a soulmate, the divine feminine for a karmic. But this is Earth School. You're here to graduate from your flaws. Because someone looks like they're going for a divorce or depression. Because now there seems to be a loss, you know. And to me, I don't have any sympathy for karmics. Because they went around breaking so many hearts on purpose. For what? Brick and mortar. For them to say, look at me. You know, this one's done so many energy magic. You know, Genevieve Nadja, I would never have sympathy for her. Because a lot of people went through mental anguish or mental breakdown because she knew how to do that fucking witch spell, voodoo, doo-doo. Like on maybe Julia Roberts and fucking Sharon Stone, Basic Instincts, all of that. Because that was hot, them two were hot cakes back then. And because Miss Oprah told her, oh, you know, you're the black fucking Julia Roberts, this one took it way too far. I want to be Julia Roberts, idiot. And get rich men. She's a prostitute. She's a high-class prostitute. So now you're looking at her acceptance. You've got to accept things for what it is. Someone's got to see the dark for what it is, man. Because now someone feels that loss, all right? Because somebody was going around a group. And it always starts out, right, collective, with people asking about your plans, your projects, so they can twist and turn it, bring delays. They want to bring collapses to put in their favor. So they were creating setbacks for everybody else in this group on purpose. So now they're in their own personal setbacks. Now there you go, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and now they're going to be having a great fall, acting like a victim. you understand? Running out like a bull in a china shop. When they were the bull in the china shop, running out like a victim now. Oh, can I have security? Oh, can I have this? Oh, can I have that? Self-loathing mad girl. Mad. So now you're looking at bereavement. All right? Maybe you're looking at bereavement. Maybe when it comes, maybe a soulmate. Somebody was waiting for maybe a soulmate, an air sign to move forward, to go into leaving home, into a mental institution, you know? So now you're looking at independence. Maybe someone wants to tie someone up in a legal situation, because that's what they do to these people. You know what I mean? On purpose. They set you up on purpose so you can be in these legal stuff so they can pay. Someone needs to just leave home. Leave home and be more independent. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Just leave this person alone. It could be a woman, a Pisces woman, and a fire sign woman, and a Queen of Pentacles. These 3 women in the group, maybe. A Pisces woman. Maybe feels let down. I don't know. Why? Again, upside down cup. No soulmate, just a third party person doing destruction because they don't believe in God. They go against God's purpose. Because when divine energies, they rise. If they don't rise, they're left behind. And they don't want to be left behind. But they feel like they can control God's plan. And this is why they're in an illusion. They're in an illusion. Fake it till you make it till they don't even fucking know themselves now. Now it's emotional loss now. Because now someone's carrying emotional baggage they can't let go of. Because they put it onto everybody else. It was a burden for everyone. Just to make someone look good and influence. But they creatively block. They don't have no emotion. They're empty. It's the demon. It's demonic. Now someone is talking. Maybe Gemini person saying, yo, my friend, move forward. Move. That's what he's saying. Because I know when it comes to air signs, especially the masculines, when they come to a realization of something, they're it's hard to change, especially air sign masculine. It's hard to change their mind. They're fixed sign in it. So now maybe he's doing swift, impulsive action and he's going forward and being blunt because it's a challenge. He's being brave. He's putting his brave hat on maybe. Okay, and talking to a Taurus person and a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Move the fuck on. I'm not your dad. You're living in the past. Move. 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 Now someone's thinking, because they're retracking their steps and they're seeing this negative pattern over and over and over again. So they say, nah, this pattern keeps showing me it's you. You're the problem in this group. You're insecure. You're too codependent. You've got the addictions. You're smothered. As a mother, very bad mother. I would never, ever leave my child with Miss Queen of Pentacles. No way. Or Queen of Cups. No way. No way. Nope, 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 nope. Upside down Queen of Cups. When you're not at home, that kid's getting battered. And when you're at home, she's going to pretend she loves that kid. Trust me. Trust me. Maybe they're grieving over a child. Maybe. When it comes to maybe a fire sign person, but it was a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces child. To keep that attachment, emotional attachment. It was a Cancer's child. And now a fire signs person looking at planning new direction because of a Taurus person and their plan plotting. Maybe they see these challenges. Maybe see the divine masculine. Maybe looking at a new lifestyle change of a pathway. You could be seeing 23. You could be born on the 23rd. Or something could have happened. Or you could be 32 for some of you. Some of you could like red or gold. You could have 2 children for some of you. Some of you could have had a second child, maybe lost it. But someone lied and said maybe it was a fire sign person. Or someone lied anyway, 2 different baby daddies. Someone lied, the emperor. Someone lied, it wasn't the fire sign's child or something like that. I don't know, take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. Now, someone's being blunt and brave. They have to see the light for what it is, the vampire. You're prepared. You can make your swift movements. Just be brave. Stay in your discernment. And you've got to defend your belief. Why? New opportunity. Because someone gave, a Taurus Capricorn person gave an offer to a Virgo person. Or a Virgo person gave an offer to a Queen of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates. And now to help with their extra burden. Because maybe a fire sign person is ignoring this call from a Queen of Pentacles. Because her back is to him and he's hiding. It's a man. And now you're looking at opportunities. New opportunities are coming your way. You got to see the devil for what it is. Once you get rid of the Queen of Pentacles, there you go. There's your solid offer. But in the meantime, someone gave, a Virgo person gave, and maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person gave a Queen of Pentacles an offer of promotion, investment for a new job, new income. Bad idea, boy. Bad idea. Lied, isn't it? Dishonest. They've been dishonest about getting money from a Virgo person. Because maybe a fire sign person didn't want to give them any money anymore. So they look at an offer from a Virgo person for independent wealth. But there's a lie. It's under dishonesty. And it's going to be a lack of action giving back the money. And now there's arguments about a contract, about a collaboration of a dirty deal. Because now someone's looking at maybe suggesting it's easier if they rethink and cut the chains. Because it's always lies about money. Someone's always stealing money. Because now you're looking at someone's experiencing a financial contract that was bad when it comes to career, unsatisfying, from a very domineering person, a Queen of Pentacles, in a group, a toxic environment. So now maybe someone is now financially trapped because of this Queen of Pentacles signing people's names and things that she should not have done. Told you. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. She done some fucking unwise spending, boy. She rewired money to a Virgo person from a fire sign person to have self-doubt. So someone had one group and was working with another group, you know, against another group, basically, you might as well say, or against a person. That is so wicked. But they're saying that this Queen of Pentacles, she juggles money, she rewires money. She rewires money and she blames other people. And now there's self-doubt about money because of a contract. Now they're seeing the patterns of someone being disorganized. And now they're seeing why someone's overwhelmed because it was them that made the money. Maybe with a daughter, could be Pisces or mother, or could be two people in one, or one person in one. Yeah, you got to move on. There you go. 5 of Cups again. You got to move on. You got to find that peace. You got to forgive yourself. This is Earth School Collective. I know it's easier said than done. But the more you correct your flaws, the more you come to peace with this. And the more your life becomes magical. Alright, just walk in love, talking to you, correct your flaws. And there's your magic. Because someone's looking at this team of collaboration. It's not working. Because when it comes to maybe long-term goals, this unwise spending, there's no health and safety for the right reasons. It's gone in disarray for all the wrong reasons. Where you can put that money into other things like project management. You can more look at your Porter's 5, stuff like that, in and outside impacts. Instead, it's gone to disharmony, mismanagement at work. But these 3 people are all looking at each other, but there's one in the background, sneaking, answering questions on purpose. And that is a group conflict. Is it group conflict now? Yeah, because someone's going through shattered dreams. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, a man, and or a woman and a Queen of Pentacles upside down. Family, their family is going to have a broken, she's come from a broken family. It's going to be even more broken now. Shattered dreams, man. They try to hurt, they try to break a fire sign's heart. A family member of a fire sign person as well. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Looking at personal setbacks with a family member or families. Seems to be heartbreak, divorce. Somebody was waiting for a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person for a separation, maybe from a divorce or something. Yeah, from a Sagittarius person or a Leo person. Now there's a conflict when it comes to from its Queen of Pentacles. There's obstacles. A Leo, I told you, this family did not like this masculine. It's his money. Because they want him to be the son-in-law. Along with his Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. And then they wanted to, for financial money. And now they're upset because a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, a woman, create their own financial gain. And now whatever she said in this group about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, an ex of a fire sign, when it comes to emotions, rejection, moving on, she lied. So everyone can move on and not see Gemini, Aquarius person. Maybe they said this person had emotional baggage, unsolved issues, can't move on from a fire sign, stuck in their past. No, it's going to be her stuck in their past. You don't leave that voodoo, doo-doo alone. Alright, try not to have like, remember sometimes you don't know how powerful your thoughts are. So you can be begging for someone's unalignment next when they're dead. It's because of you. That's you and your karmic debt. Leave people alone, man. Leave people alone. If they don't trouble you, let them alone. Yeah, let them alone. Oh, boy. Oh. Queen of Pentacles, man. Every time the devil's always with you. Genevieve Nadja. This book is going to fly off the hook, baby. Genevieve Nadja, the devil's daughter. And then number 2, the son-in-law. She proper tapped into the fucking devil. She wanted to break the heart of a fire sign person. Because now they're saying this person is promiscuous and a fire sign person's running. They came running away. She tried to wire energy through sex because his ego. Maybe he's restless because of his childhood. Because of his childhood, being abandoned as a child. So he was in his feelings. So maybe that's why he didn't turn around at God's 2 of Cups to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But he was familiar with maybe an ex or someone he used to work with. So he went for someone more familiar. Because his person, he doesn't have to commit, innit? It's more in and out, and that's what she likes. It's the sex and the money. It's the sex and the money. So now the sex and the money have to stop. Because now you're looking at a situation where maybe you're looking at acknowledging the internal and external factors when it comes to showing the shadow side of a human nature in the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe looking at the basic instincts of how someone works. Alright, it's on their low vibration rather than their highest self, because they don't have the capabilities of doing that. They're more into that basic instinct. You understand? Fucky, give me money. So now you're looking at a situation where maybe you're looking at someone's lower instincts when it comes to taking shape, when it comes to maybe a team, when it comes to family and being a mother. Someone is saying that this person's too fucking toxic, man. They're saying that her mouth is too busy. She's always naked. She's always eating a man's sausage in some corner somewhere because she needs money. And they're saying that this person sacrifices children and is associated with the devil. The devil. And it's never, you know that never ending story. I remember when I was a child, I used to cry about that sort of that thing at the end. I just heard never ending story. They keep biting with the mouth. And there was bitch biting about someone's child. They sacrifice children. It wouldn't surprise me if he fucking eats it as well. And you know when like you cut chickens and all that, you can't say in psychology when children cut chickens or kill cats and that or whatever, they're serial killers. Why is it alright for Miss Queen of Pentacles or anyone in that tradition as an adult to cut chickens and shit and put over their children's head? Like in Jamaica or Africa, do you know what I mean? Even over here, for you lot demonic entertainment. I don't understand what you lot do, what kind of altar you're altering. You're altering your own energy to the devil. Altar, what altar are you going to on a Sunday or a Wednesday? I don't know what day you go to church or spirituality. Altar, alternative. So now maybe someone's looking at someone when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles. It's all about the genitals. And it's all about, because the genitals, innit? That means this person, and I know why my masculine got stuck. He likes his sausage being cleaned. I'm telling you. And she likes doing it. And now they're stuck. Because now the devil's waiting for the last judgment. That's what happens. Because the devil can't keep his legs closed. So now you're looking at maybe a message of lust and sexual temptation was more evident in this group than work. That's what they're saying. There was more sex than work. So you look at Pan or Saturn, planetary or the devil. Because somebody likes to embody the devil. Across all ages, every fucking lifetime, this person is a materialistic corporate, very obsessive person, very over-domineering, very envious person. And I had a dream. Adiwali Kamabaji told me Jenny Maja is fucking jealous as fuck. Okay, he never said just jealous as fuck, he just said jealous. I'm just being a little exaggerating there. Alright, so now maybe someone look at their career and money, a toxic environment. Alright, someone's looking at being financially strapped because it's all about promiscuity. It was a high class prostitute, you got to see for what it is. And now someone's in a difficult relationship when it comes to love and work. And it could be a Cancer. The last man standing is going to be a Gemini or Libra or Virgo or Cancer. Someone's got to make them move. Oh, I'm just about to say someone's got to make them move forward. Just about to say that, yeah, because they're with the devil. You've got to accept it, move on. 5 again, move on. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius moved on. Back to them. Disillusion, maybe a fire sign person wants to come in angry towards an air sign person. She said, I dare you. I dare you. You've not got time for your foolishness because you went for a Taurus person, you're unorthodox foolishness because you're arrogant. And now you're looking at a violent, deliberate, cruel, awful Taurus person with an unpredictability with her rude, forceful, bully, Betty self. Now let's see how this working person or this Pisces woman you're dealing with, or a Queen of Pentacles you're dealing with, a Queen of Cups upside down you're dealing with, or maybe a Queen of Pentacles you're dealing with. It could be 2 different women. It could be 1 in 1. But they're creatively blocked. It's the demon. It's the devil. Unpredictable, bully, forceful. You can't force love, but you can with a witch spell. Bully Betty, man. What do you do with bullies? You don't stoop to their level. And you stand up to them. Because when Billy Bully has no one, or Betty Bully, has nobody, you're going to see how really weak this person is. Without a team, this person ain't shit. Taurus, lazy, distractive, no rewards, unfinished, work setbacks, waste of time. Miss Gangster Granny. Move forward. Someone's looking at abandonmentship issues. Oh, somebody likes to go to retreats, you know. With a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person and a Gemini person. Or air sign person. Yeah, masculine. You see them results, man. You know are weird. They go to resorts when it comes to unorthodox practice. When they go like, oh, I'm going to America, darling, or I'm in Paris, or I'm in Molana, or in Chicago, or in America, or in Africa. Why? Retreats, innit? Doing their fucking unorthodox practice shit. So when these people say, look at me, I'm by the sea. No, we know what you're doing. We're not what you're doing. You're running around naked and getting fucked by a bear man on some retreat doing sex magic, death magic, beauty magic, energy magic, hate magic. What a waste of time. And you wonder why you're broke. Never mind. There you go again. Ace of Cups upside down. And that's what she was doing. Taurus person. She wanted to feel left out, so she said, oh, Gemini, go and kill that Aquarius for me, darling. Go do it now, dear. And he goes, go and suck your mum, Genevieve. Go and do it yourself. You think you're a bad guy. I dare you. Because you always act like she always acts like she's not doing nothing. And it's her. It's her. It's her. So now Cancer's probably going to die. Or she's going to die. You understand? Empty. That energy's got to go somewhere. So when you see Genevieve Nadia or this fucking Queen of Cups or this Sagittarius woman, when you start seeing that people, things in places being destroyed, you can't have sympathy for them. It was them. They did it. So when they start losing their children, their career, their people, things in places, it's them. It's what they did with the energy magic. Obviously, it did not work for me and Adiwali. So where do you think that energy's going to go? Send back to a blood clot sender. Love sends it back, my friend. So now maybe this Leo person, Aries, Sagittarius, masculine, is looking at new plans, new direction, new challenges. Maybe he's in his thoughts. Maybe he's up in this girl's face saying, yo, girl, go change your lifestyle somewhere else, my friend. So they ran to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. And now you're looking at a new direction. When it comes to happily ever after for an Aries person, maybe laying down their legacy, happily ever after, with maybe an air sign person that was under deception. They tried to manipulate an air sign person. But air sign said, I know you're not serious anyway. So you're looking at your own bad news. Never mind. Next time, behave yourself. How long we been here? Hey, we gotta go, babies. Listen, I love you guys. Remember, walking love, talking truth. And it says, general labor cruise person, a female, baby. Personal transformation. Keep going. Keep going. All right? Because these people at work, when it comes to an earth sign person, it's going through some real bad financial baggage times. All right? Next time, know who you want to fight. Clearly, they need to fight their own battles. So to find other people, go and fight your own shadows, karmics. Because you're looking kind of stupid out here. Remember, walking love, talking truth, cut your flaws. Love you guys. Bye.